Hi students, welcome you all to today's lecture. The today's part, I will be I will be introducing you the fundamental aspects of vaccine and its preparation and various types of vaccines till date. So what is the fundamentals of immunology and how the vaccines are generally created? What are the strategies of vaccine creation? Let us see and then complete insight with hybridoma technology and various other aspects. So first, going into the picture, let us see now in today's lecture I will focus on the vaccination strategies for coronavirus. So here the coronavirus have some specific spike proteins, and there are several other protein components, say M protein, glycoprotein, and your single stranded RNA. These are fundamental information you need to know before studying about the coronavirus as well as the strategies of vaccine creation. Now what happens exactly is, whenever the coronavirus infects a person, the receptor of domain of ACE2, that is angiotensin converting 2 enzyme 2 present in the lungs, that is your secondary pneumocytes, are affected by the your virus particles. The first and foremost thing is the immune system of your body creates some immune response against any antigen. So not only the COVID-19, any antigen that is coming into the body will create some amount of immune response. The immune response is categorized by, that is, first and foremost thing is the antigen presenting cells. So that is APC. What happens exactly is, these antigen presenting cells engulf the virus and only present certain portion of the virus components to the other immune response. These antigen presenting cells, also you can even say that a major histocompatibility 2 complex, which are developed by the fetus during the fetal stage, is also a first immune response created for your antigen stimulus. Now what happens here is, there is a process called opsonization. In the opsonization, whatever the antigen is there, the antigen is engulfed by the non-specific antibodies. That means there are no specific antibodies, the major histocompatibility, this is non-specific and engulfed. However, it triggers other immune response to the site of infection. This process of triggering of other immune reactions at the site of infection as by the virus or bacteria or any foreign antigen, this process is called as opsonization. So this is the fundamental information you need to know what happens exactly. So after that, there is what happens is, I will tell you the sequential steps involved. That is the coronaviral infection, that is it affects ACE2. Now the ACE2, after affecting the ACE2 receptor, this will be antigen presenting cells will be engulfing this and focusing this onto the B lymphocytes as well as T helper cells. Now the B lymphocytes will create antibodies that are specific to this infection, and T helper cells produce cytotoxic T cells. Now what these cytotoxic T cells do, they identify the cells which are infected and they will destroy those cells. That is done by the T helper cells. Whereas your B cells, that generally it is called as white blood cells, they generally produce the antibody response towards the infection site. So these are the fundamental information of immunology you need to know. Now what exactly the strategy of the general, so you know that the plasma therapy is being the alternate treatment for patients of COVID-19, where you know that the antibodies, and you know that antibodies, we are only talking about IgG, we are not talking about IgM. So these IgG antibodies present in the individual is being transferred to an critically ill patient. That means a patient who is critically ill, these antibodies from a recovered patient, that means who has already infected, treated for certain 14 to 21 days. Once he is when he is recovered, those recovered patients' antibody we are transferring it to two other individuals who can get recovered by this therapy. But however, creating those many antibodies and finding those many patients to treat the whole India population is very difficult. For that, we will employ a technology called as hybridoma technology. So let us see what exactly is hybridoma technology. Here in the hybridoma technology, we transfer the virus into an mammal or primates which are near to human beings. Suppose we take a rat or mouse, or sometimes even you take llama, or you can take goats, or sometimes even you can take sheep, any other animal, where you inject the virus into the the animal. Thereby you expect that these animal cells produce antibodies. Now the antibodies, these are called primed antibodies. Primed antibodies from the animal. So you say it as rats or rabbits. Now these primed antibodies are fused with your myeloma cells. So what is myeloma? Myeloma is cancerous cells which can multiply very fast. Now once you couple these two, you generate a cell of hybrid cell. This hybrid cell is able to produce both the multiplication terminology of your cancerous cell as well as the antibody property of your antibodies. So such type of cells are called as hybridoma cells. Now you grow it on a HAT medium, that is hybridoma medium, whereby you multiply these cells and you produce multiple copies of antibodies which can be transferred to an healthy individual for the treatment. Such type of treatment is called as a monoclonal antibodies treatment. This is one strategy of treating the infection of a virus of COVID-19. However, there is a announcement recently by Israel. They state that they have designed and developed the vaccination for COVID-19 through monoclonal antibodies. So this is a fundamental information. Let us see various approaches of vaccination. Now if you come for vaccines, in the vaccines you have several types of vaccines. In these vaccines there are vaccines. The virus is either attenuated or destroyed, or you can use directly those virus into the individual, or you can use the nucleotide type of virus. Either you can use RNA virus or a DNA of the genome of the virus as a as a vaccine. Second one is you can use protein components of the virus, which you can inject the protein components and you can generate a immune response. Further, there are another viral vector vaccines where you can that is replicating viral vector or non-replicating viral vector. So let us see how these different types of vaccines work. So that is whether it is attenuated or whether it is completely destroyed, or whether it is a nucleotide virus, whether it is a protein virus, whether it is a virus particles, how they are generated. For that, you need to know that the coronavirus is infected into certain animals. These animals may be rat, rabbit, mouse, pig, whatever the animal is, and you expect that the virus attain some genetic modification in the host after creation of this genetic modification, which can be able to transform into an non-infectious virus. So here the virus is pathogenic or infectious. Now we are transferring the virus into various hosts. That hosts include rabbit, mouse, or whatsoever, guinea pig, and we are converting into an non-pathogenic or attenuated. What do you mean by attenuated? That means the ability to cause the infection or virus effect is very less. Such type of vaccination therapy is called as attenuated virus. When you inject such type of virus particles into an healthy individual, it can create antibodies which can completely protect you from the new virus. Such type of technique is called as attenuated viral vaccines. So let us see one more strategy of complete reduction of strength of virus. That means you have to destroy the virus completely. How do you do that? It is a chemical method where you use chemical or heat, where you use formaldehyde, and a lot amount of heat is applied where the virus is converted into non-pathogenic virus. However, this step requires lot amount of active infectious virus for preparation of such complete destroyed virus for treatment of vaccine. So this is also this strategy is also one of the method of choice. And there is one more method. As you know that the COVID-19 corona is spread by the single-stranded RNA. Now what happens? Either you can use the single-stranded RNA or the complementary DNA of the single-stranded RNA as one of the vaccination strategy. Once you inject either RNA or DNA into an human being, the various virus particles are being generated. These virus particles which are being generated in the human body, this trigger the antibodies against these virus, so which can create a complete protection to the human being from the exposure of virus. This is a fundamental step of DNA and RNA of viruses. There are several other methodologies of vaccination. Now let us see about replicating virus and non-replicating virus. For that, you need to know there is a portion of spike protein as well as the other portion of viral vaccine, the viral genome. Now you transfer this into a human cell where there is replication of your virus, and which can produce multiple copies of viral particles that can induce the immune response. This type of methodology is called as replicating viral vector. In another method where you have the sequence of spike gene as well as non-replicating portion of the virus. That means you identify the replicating part and non-replicating part of the virus, which is inability to produce a pathogenic effect. Such type of sequence, when you incorporate into the human cells, they can multiply and produce multiple number of copies which can protect the individual to trigger the immune response. The humoral immunity generated by the individual can prevent the individual from any infection of such type of virus in the future. That is called that immunity is memory. That immune memory is present in the body. Such type of protection is called as replicating and non-replicating viral vector. So one is your replicating vector, the another one is your non-replicating vector. So the example for non-replicating viral vectors is of your adenovirus, and whereas The example for replicating virus vaccines are called your Ebola virus vaccine. So this is the fundamental information of your replicating, non-replicating. Next comes the proteins. So what type of proteins you use in as a viral vaccine? Suppose you know the the COVID protein contains spike protein, glycoprotein, M protein, and there are several other proteins. So you use only protein components without the RNA, without any genome. So these protein components, when injected into human body, they create immune response whereby multiple copies of antibodies are generated. Such antibodies can protect the human being from the exposure of viral infection in future. Such type of response is called as protein based viral vaccines. And second one is your virions, that is the virions are the virus particles are destroyed, are active virus particles which cannot induce pathogenicity. Such virus proteins or virions are fragments of the virus. Once you inject into the human being, he can develop the immunity by developing antibodies. Those antibodies can be helpful for him to protect himself from the the effect of virus in the near future. Such type of methodology is called as virion. This is a fundamental and best method of viral preparation. You need to know one thing, that in the latest study you see that there is a report of false positive identified in the recovered patients. What do you mean by that false positive? That means a person who is already recovered from the virus infection, once you test it again, he is testing positive. The positive is because of that the fragments of the virus which has been destroyed by the cytotoxic T cells or antibodies, those fragments upon performance of your PCR methods, which is giving the positive results. So that means that particles can also give you a false positive results. So those particles, if you inject into an healthy individual, can trigger the immune response. Thereby lot number of antibodies can be produced. These antibodies can protect the individual from future infection. This is the fundamental information of strategies of vaccination. Hope you understand, and if you like my lectures, subscribe and share. Thank you.